What's happening, YouTube? Mike from the Hardcover Comic here. Today we're going to look at some of the custom binds I've gotten recently. I was hoping to do this once I had all the dust jackets, but printing each one takes a bit of cash and making each one takes a bit of time. So I'm going to show you guys the books I've got, and then once I've got the dust jackets, I'll make videos for each one, because I'm probably only going to be able to do one at a time. Very excited for it though. So let's start off with these 6 books here in front of me. These are all the non-Big 2 books I got, which means they're non-DC books because I did not get any Marvel stuff bound. So this first one, rather thin. Oops, sorry guys. Rather thin. This is the Harbinger Renegade series from Valiant. I believe it was issues 1 through 9 and then a number 0. So I did use, sorry again guys, I keep hitting the tripod. It's a new setup, forgive me. I just used the single floppy issues as I was collecting it. It was an okay series, to be honest, nowhere near as good as Joshua Dysart's Harbinger, but it did have Derek Robertson artwork, so that was cool. There was a really good issue in here called Massacre, which had a lot of stuff change in the Psyot side of the Valiant universe. And then yeah, just a quick rundown of all the characters in the series. Overall, it was okay. Not bad. Rafer Roberts has a weird way of looking at the Valiant universe. There's like this one issue where they basically go back in time. And I mean, I'm pretty sure I read the run, and this character I don't think really makes any sort of appearance again. Either way, that's that. Really thin. I wanted to try a thinner book, so I tried 2, which brings me to the next one, this yellow one here. And that is Generation 0. I go through like this. Generation 0. These are all from Lehman Bookbinding, as all my previous custom binds have been. Unfortunately, number 1, I only had the CGC cover. But yeah, also collects a series. I forget, maybe it was I think it was around 9 or 10 issues as well. Generation 0 was a highly enjoyable book. A lot of different art styles as they go through these different states of mind and different. There's a lot going on. It's been a hot minute for me since I read this series, but it was very enjoyable. It follows the newer Psyots that escaped from Project Rising Spirit. Animalia, Cronus, all those folks. Really, really good. It's Fred Van Lente, so he's got a pretty cool Valiant voice. These next 2 books are part of a set. So first off, Atomic Robo, Volume 1. Very exciting stuff. I know Atomic Robo wasn't IDW always. I used the IDW trades that were released, so I put those on. Atomic Robo is, if you guys haven't heard of this series, it was an independent series. I think it was like started with a Kickstarter and whatnot. By, I believe it's Matt Clevenger and, I've got it here somewhere. Brian Clevenger, sorry, and Scott Wegner. Really, really fun stuff. It's the closest sort of comparison I can give is it's like Hellboy. If Hellboy was a robot and more about science and not supernatural stuff. The reason I say it's a bit like they also do have these like little background stories on other characters in the book. The reason I say it's like Hellboy is because it jumps through a lot of time. It jumps through different time frames in which Atomic Robo was operating. If I think Tesla Dyne is the company he works for, Nikola Tesla was his creator. His name is Atomic. What is it? Is it Robo Tesla? I forget what his full name is, but Tesla is his last name. He runs Tesla Dyne after Tesla disappeared. But very cool stuff. Like I said, it jumps through a lot of different time periods. There are a lot of really fun characters. There's a lot of humor. It's very lighthearted, and it's just super fun, man. It's super fun. The artwork, I really enjoy. Once I got used to it, really pops in my opinion. A lot of great colors. Crystals are integral. Remember that. There's great characters like Dr. Dinosaur. The Action Science team shows up multiple times here. It's a lot of fun. So like I said, there were 3 fairly large trade paperbacks that IDW had released Yeah, 3 large trade paperbacks, and then I included single issues for a series that I was collecting. I forget which one that was, but it was a mini that recently came out. Really fun stuff. Can't wait to keep binding that series. Next up, I'm gonna go over these quickly. You got the final 2 volumes of Invincible, Volume 4 and Volume 5. So I just used the 3rd compendium. Now I've got a 5-issue set. Guys, let me tell you something. The dust jackets I'm working on, wow, very exciting stuff. I went for all 5 volumes. I did wraparounds. They're not done yet, but yeah, I did wraparound covers for all 5 volumes. I was gonna do a connecting spine, but honestly, there weren't any images that fit nicely that you could also put like the numbering on and the Invincible text on. But yeah, this is, of course, the series does end here, so there are going to be spoilers. I'm sorry. If you haven't read Invincible, you should. One of the greatest series in our time. One that also got completed by the great Robert Kirkman, as Walking Dead did recently. But that's it, guys. Those are the 5 books. Let's see if I can work the camera here so you guys can get a look at all those spines. There you go. All right, folks. But that's it. That's the first half of my custom bind haul. If you guys want to see any more of these books in depth, I will be making videos for each one once I have the dust jacket, just sort of talk about the series and my thoughts in far more detail. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. Hopefully I'll have the rest of the books shown off to you tomorrow. Very excited. It's all DC stuff. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys have any custom bind plans of your own. It's probably my favorite way of collecting comics now, just because it is so personal and so custom. If you guys are interested in custom dust jackets, I do those as well. Just give us an email, shoot us an email, or shoot us a message on YouTube, thehardcovercomic@gmail.com. This was Mike. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Until next time, you stay classy, Internet.